At my last neurologist check-in, he helped me understand the 3 different types of stem cell therapies out there, and I wanted to share it with you. The first type is the original true stem cell therapy created from bone marrow that used to be used just for cancer. It's where your immune system is completely wiped out using high doses of chemotherapy, and you rebuild your immune system back up from the ground up. It's for people whose MS isn't responding to anything, and despite drugs like Ocrevus, they're still having relapses, and they're in and out of the hospital, and they can barely walk, and they're not even responding to steroids. So bad. My doctors had patients use it with success, and had some patients use it and do well neurologically for about 3 or 4 months, but get crazy infections after crazy infections that nobody's ever heard of because their immune system got completely rewired and died. Yeah. So while it might be effective enough, it's not without any significant risk. The second, newer, and safer type, because it doesn't use bone marrow and therefore doesn't require you to knock out your entire immune system with chemotherapy, is mesenchymal stem cells. The stem cells are gathered from fat cells, and it's currently being studied for MS and other conditions, and while it's shown to be safe, it's still in phase 2 of the study, so it's not actually known if it actually does anything yet. Which leads us to type 3. It's called stem cell therapy and is based on mesenchymal, but it's being taken a step too far. Now doctors like plastic surgeons and dermatologists are sucking the fat out of you and sending it to a lab where it undergoes an unknown process and then is shipped back, and the doctor gives it to you via your IV or whatever, and they charge you anywhere between $3,000 and $25,000. It's not only being done for MS, but also back pain and Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So while it's relatively safe since it's your own fat cells, the jury is out on whether it actually does anything. The reason why all these stem cell treatments are happening these days is because in 2013, the FDA changed their verbiage on defining what a stem cell is. So there's kind of a loophole that all these doctors are going through and getting away with calling it stem cell therapy. But that's why no insurance covers it, because it's kind of bogus. And my doc says it's straight up a scam. And since it's based on mesenchymal and the FDA cleared it, these procedures are being done and patients are being charged a lot of money without knowing if it actually works. And that's kind of why I'm doing this vlog, because if a place tells you that they'll cure your MS with stem cells, it's a good chance that they're just using a loophole to make some quick cash. If they say you're a candidate for their stem cell therapy, but you're not as bad off as I described in the first example, there's a chance you might be getting taken for a ride. One of my Facebook friends says she traveled across the country to get one of these treatments, and she doesn't feel like it's given her any improvements. So I wanted to get more information from my neurologist about it and share it with you. Look, just be careful out there, folks, and before you undergo any procedure, make sure to get it checked, and then double checked, and then double checked by a few different doctors to make sure you're getting what you actually want and not just what someone is selling you. Okay, bye!